3 days to go before the Lesotho elections, and candidates are confident of forming the next government. Well, our correspondent Ntukwana Nkatana joins us on the line from Maseru. Good afternoon. Thank you for your time on the SABC News Desk. Now, both contenders convinced of a win on the cusp of these elections, but what do the opinion polls look like?
Good afternoon, Kashmi. Yes, the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister are up for race. They are together. They have fielded candidates together with another party, the Popular Front for Democracy, and they're saying that that is likely to give them a good hand in terms of, Lesotho has a two-tiered parliament, 80 constituency seats and 40 proportional representation seats, making 120, and they're saying that this pact that they have will give them 61 of those seats and an outright government almost immediately. But all of that we have to wait and see, because perhaps this very agreement may have compromised their chances of getting that proportional vote if their voters are confused or if they do not agree with the pact that they have come to. Kashmi?
Just on that note of voter sentiment, Ntukwana, this is the third time in just 5 years that Lesotho is holding a general elections. What are the expectations of ordinary Basotho at this point? What do they expect to see from the leaders of their choice?
Kashmi, if what the chairperson of the SADC Observer Mission has to say is anything to go by, Lesotho voters are at the moment fatigued, because as you say, 3 elections in 5 years. But at the same time, we saw a very low voter turnout in 2015 of 46%. And the IEC is now running a huge campaign to increase that voter turnout to 85%. Generally, Basotho say that they want change, but what sort of change they look for particularly is the reforms that will ensure that the Constitution doesn't allow the instability that we've been seeing. For example, when the Prime Minister lost a motion of no confidence in Parliament, that gave him singularly, as in office, as a person, the Prime Minister, to go and unilaterally advise His Majesty the King to call for fresh elections, and they're saying, the opposition, that that should not be the case. But the government maintains that, in fact, that's how it should be. If anybody crosses the floor in Parliament or changes their mandate in Parliament, they should go back to the electorate. So the flaw that can resolve all of this is the flaw of reforms of the Constitution, reforms of the security sector, reforms of the public service in Lesotho. So that is first thing that Lesotho won. But the second thing, obviously, is the economy. The economic growth for people to get jobs. Some economists saying as high as 57% of people are unemployed and 40% of the youth are unemployed in Lesotho. So a lot of Basotho looking for interventions that will grow the economy and that will create jobs, so that you don't end up in a situation where Basotho has to go to countries like South Africa and that have to introduce things like the Lesotho special permit to accommodate Basotho who are looking for jobs because they have to leave their own country. Kashmi?
Ntukwana, very quickly, we have observers on the ground already in Lesotho. We know that advanced vote got underway at the weekend already, and you've been tracking this process quite closely. How conducive would you say the pre-election environment is right now to a free and fair poll at this stage?
Well, the SADC Observer Mission, which issued their statement on arrival, said their pre-election observation, which included the SADC Oversight Committee and the SADC Electoral Advisory Council, had said that the environment in Lesotho is conducive, but political parties are saying that there is no equality in terms of access to the state media. The IEC has allocated airtime for all the parties, but the opposition has now submitted a complaint to the IEC saying that the government is overstepping its mark and using some of the time outside of the allocated IEC time to campaign on its own. So we will see how far that can go in terms of determining if the environment is not free and fair. But in terms of peacefulness, all the parties are able to campaign as they want. We saw a lot of campaigning over this past weekend, and observers are on the ground. The SADC Observer Mission is here, the Commonwealth Observer Mission, the African Union Observer Mission headed by former Mozambique President Joaquim Chissano is here, and so we will wait to hear what their take is in terms of the electoral environment, the election itself and the post-election period. Krishni?
Ntukwan Nkatana, our reporter on the line from Maseru, Lesotho there. Of course, she's tracking the polls for us, which get underway in Lesotho on June 3rd.